Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Interboro High School. We're here high atop the South Avenue Sports Complex. My name is Bill Soroka. I'm ready to bring you some action tonight between your Interboro Bucs and the Upper Moreland Golden Bear. The Suburban 1 rival. We're going to go down to the Bucs band for the national anthem in just a moment, so please stand and remove your caps. Let's hear this rendition of the anthem. Here's your Interboro Bucs band. with their rendition of the national anthem. We're almost set for football here. South Avenue Sports Complex. It's Interboro against Upper Moreland. I'd like to welcome all those folks from up there in Upper Moreland who are joining us on our YouTube broadcast brought to you by Go Bucs Sports. We're here live every home game. You can check us out and you can watch us on demand anytime you want afterwards. Bucs did not win the toss. Upper Moreland won the toss. They elected to defer. So the Bucs will get the ball to start the game. You can see on your screen as Abu Kamara, Dom Gunter, Anthony Barr all back deep. Teams in the early going have decided to try to kick it short and not put the ball in the hands of Abu Kamara. They don't want to have him any kind of a running start, which makes a whole lot of sense. Bucs come into the game at 1-1, dropped against Strathaven, won big last week against Pottstown. Upper Moreland 2-0. And Luke Seward kicks it off, and it's gone to Gunter, and he receives it at the 3. Gunter, pass at 20, has a little bit of a head of steam. Down the sideline, Gunter to the 40, and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Don Gunter with an impressive return of 43 yards to put the Bucs in great field position. And our man, our QB1, Julian Bulevis, comes out. He receives his instructions from Coach Dennis Lux. First play of the game in hand, and they're ready to take off from the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Bulevis will be joined in the backfield. Fullback Tolu Awayemi, tailback Abu Kamara. Outside you have Anthony Barr and Gunter out wide. 2 wide receivers with just 1 guy covering, and we all see, but it's going to go to Kamara, and Kamara past midfield, 1st down on the first carry, still on his feet, and down to the 35-yard line. Ball down, but they called it down by contact. 18 yards on 1st down by Kamara. Impressive Bucs line. Really good looking line. Got Matt Gallinall, the anchor of the line at center. Rocco Barone, Logan Roberts. Kamara again. He goes outside, stiff arm, 5 yards, 10 yards, 15, all the way down to the 16. They said he was still on his feet, and he never did step out of bounds. Abu Kamara from 35. And that was quick. 46 seconds in, and Abu takes it to the house. Great job of staying balanced, and a poor job of finishing the tackle by Upper Moreland. And Kamara just kind of straddled that sideline. That left foot, which I thought stepped out around the 16, managed to swing around and stay in bounds, and he scampered into the end zone. So 6-0 Bucs in the early going. Luke Dunleavy set to kick. Bulevis to hold. Dunleavy up and through. A strong leg by Dunleavy. I have a feeling that just in watching him, also a member of our soccer team, here's a young man I think with the potential to be probably one of the strongest kickers, maybe the best we've had since Mike Cristaldi probably. And we're going back, 10 or 12 years to Cristaldi. He was the kicker and a punter on the district championship team in 2012. Well, school's back in session, Bucs. Last time we were together, we were in that sort of early part of the year where teachers were back, kind of back, students not really back, but sports were underway. We're talking about how anxious we were for the beginning of the school year. Well, it's here. Classes began after Labor Day. We had all the different grades come in, and Thursday and Friday were full days of school. I met all my seniors, many of whom are out here representing on the football field, on the track with the cheer team, and then the marching band. A lot of people working in the snack stand for helping out the senior class, and it seems like the rest of them are over there in the student section. So great turnout by the Bucs, especially those Bucs seniors, class of 2023. Dunleavy's kick is going to go all the way into the end zone for the automatic touchback. Bounced over Isaiah Lyle's head and just scampered past him and into the end zone. So everything coming up good for the Bucs in the early going. Joined up here, our man in the truck and on the camera, Mr. Andrew Herman. None of this is possible without him. And it comes up here and sets this up and sets up this live stream, so you can certainly thank him for being able to sit down in the comfort of your own homes, or maybe you're out mowing the lawn listening to the game, or however you're enjoying this game if you're not here. It's all because of Andrew Herman and my main man, my right-hand man, Mr. Christian Perez. He's here as well. Bucs defense gets their first turn. The first handoff of the game goes for about 2 or 3. Under center, Sean Herbert, number 14. He's the quarterback for the Golden Bear. And we'll set all these lineups as the game progresses. I formation. Handoff. Looks like Broderick again. Broderick handles most of the load for Upper Moreland. And I tell you, where would I be in these broadcasts without the great Chris Long? He gives me the scouting report every Friday before the game. Tells me who to watch, circles all the numbers for me. So he's more than just a great coach, more than just a great gym teacher. Herbert back on 3rd and long. He's going to tuck it and try and run. Pressure outside. He's got nowhere to go, and he's going to be brought down. It should be a quick 3 and out. Great job by the Bucs defense. There's just nothing back deep for Herbert to throw to, and when he did try and tuck and run, he was met by a swarm of Bucs defenders. It looked like Pete Gentili that put the final hit on him. But it'll be 4th down and 5. We're just 2 minutes and 7 seconds into this contest. Again, Bucs with a 7-0 lead and about to get the ball back, so you really couldn't ask for a better beginning. High snap. End over end kick on a bounce at the 47, and it looks like the Bucs return men are just going to get away from it, which is wise. You see Barr and Kamara go the other way, but again, good field position at the 43. So Mike Welsh and Nolan Reuter rounding out that line. I want to get the big men up front their due. Great picture of the 5 offensive linemen by my friends at Bucs Football Media. If you don't follow those guys on Instagram, I actually have no idea who they are. I don't know a single one of them. All I know is they get the best shots. They have like this unfettered access to Bucs practices, sidelines, great videos. They have content throughout the game. They're amazing. And they had a great picture of those guys on the line. And you know, we talk about like the unsung heroes. Abu Kamara gets a lot of the credit here. And, you know, Julian is our poster child. You know, he's our top rank, one of our top ranked students. You know, the tall, good-looking quarterback type. You know, those guys get all the credit, but it's those big guys up front, man, that they really help help Abu and Julian and Toulouse and the rest of the so-called skill position players get all their props. Gunter out wide, 2nd down and 6. It's going to go to Awuyemi this time. Toulouse will get about 2 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4 maybe. Just, I have to tell you, like, there's certainly a long way to go in this game, but kids couldn't have been any more loose today. I mean, I had almost everybody that I mentioned, all these big guys, all these big seniors. Julian, Toulouse, Abu, they're all in class with me during the day, and they couldn't have been any more loose, man. They just looked like just another day at the office. Abu to the outside. Now he stutter steps and cuts back inside. He gets a 1st down. So he'll get across midfield to the 44-ish. Captain Matt Gowan all down there at the center position. Julian under center. And they're ready to go back to work. And it's Abu with a head of steam. And in like a half a second, he's got 11 more yards. And, you know, it certainly fares well when he goes about 7 yards before anybody even lays a hand on him. So 34 will be the 1st down now. Line of scrimmage. Also in there helping out on the line, tight end Frankie Hoffner. It's Abu again. We'll get about 7. So really, I think special shout-outs are in order for a lot of people, and there'll be, you know, we'll have plenty of nice things to say throughout this game, not just regarding the football, but about the opening of the school year. This would be Abu for a 1st down to the 21. Our new principal, Brian Litz, acting principal last year, finished out the season. They removed that interim tag and made him the full-time guy. To a standing ovation, I might add, at the faculty meeting last year. Our assistant principals, first of all, athletic director, assistant principal, Miss Lisa Ford, the most organized person I think I've ever met in my life, does just a phenomenal job. I mean, she has like a down-to-the-minute itinerary for every sporting event, including this one tonight. Her and Jess Hinchy, you know, they just, these games don't run without them. New assistant principals, Dr. Daniels and Ms. Fisher-Brown. We're happy to bring them along as part of the team. And it was nice meeting and getting to work with the both of them this week, so welcome to the Bucs family. Barrar and I just said before the game, public address announcer Ed Barrar, every game they surprise us with one player who like changes their jersey or whatever. That would be number 23. I'm going to find out, I swear. But he was just in there, I guess, to give Abu a quick rest. But I'll find out. I might even have to text Chris Long in the middle of the game. Abu on the pitch, untouched for a touchdown. It's like a grown man playing against boys right now. And it certainly doesn't hurt that the Bucs offensive line is opening up holes that I could drive my big Dodge Ram through. And it's 13-0 Bucs. And the Bucs got close to 100 yards in about 7 minutes. And the ref, I guess, decided to come over and do a sideline warning. I mean, rules are rules, I guess. Try and give the guy the benefit of the doubt. I mean, the kids are excited, you know. They're in front of a home crowd. We got everybody here. The band's here. That's right, I said the band's here. The cheer team's here. We got the student section wearing red, white, and blue. This being the anniversary, solemn anniversary of September 11th, I think, you know, appropriate that it's a red, white, and blue theme weekend here at Interboro. Dunleavy. Nice job negotiating that high snap by Julian. Dunleavy kicks it almost to Hillcrest Avenue. The Bucs band fires up that fight song. And we got a 14-0 lead here, just 6 minutes and 55 seconds in to the action. Another thing you couldn't ask for was a nicer night. I mean, it's like almost picturesque out here right now. I'm dressed in shorts and a t-shirt and quite comfortable. I brought myself a long sleeve tee. We might have to put that on in the second half, but maybe not, man. But it's super nice out here, and again, it's nice to see everybody again. That first game that takes place before Labor Day, especially if you get like week 0. Sometimes you still have people who are on vacation, and you know, maybe people who haven't quite gotten to that school mode. Maybe they're still down the shore or whatever. But it looks like we got a pretty good house here. Upper Moreland brings a pretty good crowd. You know, they're a little bit more than an hour away up to the north. Their camera guy said it was about an hour and a half drive down. It might have been an hour and a half for him. It'd be 55 minutes for me. I drive like Lewis Hamilton. Wide open up the middle is Upper Moreland. And that's their main man, Stephen Broderick. He takes it up near the 40. Good field position. So we are at the 39, Upper Moreland, and Herbert down 14. A lot of work to do. Two wide receivers. The one nearest to your screen, marked by Eben Affini. And Kamara behind, and they're going to call for a face mask there. I guess they had to hit him up with something. But he came from out of nowhere, busted through the line of scrimmage, tackles Broderick for a 3 or 4 yard loss, but they're going to tack on 15. Looks like Abu grabbed the face mask, and he got up and all but admitted that he grabbed the face mask, so little mistake there. But that'll be a first down for Upper Moreland. Midfield will be the line of scrimmage. Broderick again on the inside. He'll get like 3. Barr with the tackle, among others. Hoffner in there. Upper Moreland hurries it up. Looks like a keeper. No, they'll pitch it out to Broderick. Chris Long wasn't wrong, man. It's all Broderick all the time. They'll probably give him forward progress out to the line of scrimmage. He was driven back and tackled at midfield. So it'll end up being a net gain of 0 on that. 3rd down and 7. Herbert again on the option. He decides to keep it. Flag down. So this is probably coming back. It's in the area where it's going to be holding. Upper Moreland coach not happy. Ref tells him to calm down. And this one is coming back. The flag didn't even hit the ground, and the Upper Moreland coach was screaming at the referee. But he seemed quite emphatic that there was a hold there. And let's be honest, it was quite a wide opening for Herbert to run through and pick up that 1st down, which now will make it a 3rd down and 20. It's possible we'll get to see what the throwing game looks like for the Golden Bear. And you can't do that. It's an illegal motion. So they tried, they had Paul Myers, number 25, back there with Herbert. And it looked like almost an Arena Football League play where he took off before the snap. And I'm sure they were trying to get him swung out wide for maybe either a screen pass or a wheel route or something. But he jumped the gun a bit, and they'll drive it back even farther to the 35. So now we're looking at 3rd down and 25. 3 wide to the near end. And Herbert is about to get walloped. And his day just got a little bit worse. Now, he was never actually brought down, but his forward progress was stopped. Tommy receiver jumping around. So 4th and super long, and it'll go right back to the Bucs with 2:40 and running here in the 1st quarter. At the quarter break, we'll get a hold of some of those sponsors and give big shout outs to those folks who have donated some of their money to help out the cause here for the Bucs. Another nice kick. And gets an Upper Moreland roll and down to the 30. Well, the punt will be 38 yards, but still very respectable. Got a good bounce on the play. So 2:14 left in quarter number 1. Bucs with a 14-0 lead. And it's Abu again. About 3. A slow start for the Golden Bear doesn't dampen the spirit of the Golden Bear marching band. It's strong in numbers. And moving and grooving over there, and they sound fantastic. Brought with them, they got a group of dancers in the front there or something. That might be like their flag folks that are just doing a little number in unison. Good to see, man. Hats off to the Upper Moreland band. They look great. Low snap to JB. He pitches it out. Boo doesn't seem to be bothered. He finds a lane. 1st down to the 44. So a little option coming from the Bucs this time, and Julian had to decide whether or not he was going to keep that or pitch it out. He made the wise decision to get rid of it and give it off to Abu, who cuts back inside to the near end of your screen to the Bucs sideline. They'll line it up on the near hash mark at the 44. That's to Lou, and he's going to get about 9. They'll bring up 2nd down and 1. It's that number 23 again. I mean, the kid's probably on my roster. Like, I'm literally about to just yell down at Lisa Ford and say, who is that? Because both Ed Barrar and I are befuddled. And as broadcast journalists, it's imperative that you, the audience, trust us. It's imperative that you rely on us to bring you accurate information. And right now, I'm dropping the ball. I mean, it's not really my fault, because they just didn't tell me that somebody changed the number and it's not on any of the 2 rosters that I have. Ed Barrar even went and gave me this numerical roster. He was like real proud of it too. He compiled this Word document. I brought him up like a roster, And he's like, oh, I got one. I made this special one. It looks like he did it on like an Apple II or something. But he printed it out, and I'm up here using it, and neither the one that Lisa Ford gave me nor the one that Ed Barrar gave me has a number 23. So, I don't know, drop something in the comments, man. Let me know. So, how about that? See, ask and ye shall receive. I learned that in church. Alfred Thomas, number 23, which makes sense because Alfred Thomas is, in fact, a running back. Jeff Webb, Johnny on the spot. Thanks for chiming in. I was going to say drop one in the comments, man. I actually think that Herm disables the comments on YouTube, which is probably a good thing. But end of the first quarter. We're at the 43-yard line. Julian under center. Abu with the carry. He spins, backs into another 5 or 6 yards down to the 38. They give him the 39. I want to give a huge shout out to Lisa and Jim's General Contracting, local contractors, one of our fine sponsors. We'll get to some more as we get through some of these plays. But thanks to Lisa and Jim's General Contracting. This is Barr. He'll spin down to about the 41. America's Pie down at Tinnaker. And I know like if you're a fan of these broadcasts and maybe you're not even a fan, but you just watch it because somebody you love is involved in playing, it's quite possible you hate the broadcast, but you just watch us. America's Pie has a special place in my heart because, I don't know, they have like maybe the greatest sandwiches I've ever had in my life, or at least darn close to it. The Dutch Destroyer, oh how I missed you this summer. Abu Kamara, first down to the 32. And we came back last week. We had a bunch of teacher days, and we were so excited to pick up the phone and place an order to America's Pie. And weren't they on vacation? Just talk about having the wind knocked out of your sail, man. They're back this week. Don't worry, we'll be back. State Farm agent Joe Daly, longtime sponsor. He's been sponsoring these Bucs games and the Bucs football team for as long as I've been around, and we're going on 20-some years now. But thanks to Joe Daly. And the ball loose on that one. And ref does signal. So try to bite off a little bit more than they could chew it down. Looked like Toulouse dropped it, and it goes over to the Upper Moreland Golden Bears. So first, really spot a good luck for them. See what they can make of it, down 14 here in quarter number 2. Herbert out of the shotgun, and he's going to throw a pass. The ref blows the whistle several times. I'm not sure why they blew it several times. There was really nothing extracurricular going on afterwards. Zion Akimbo, the intended receiver, as Herbert rolled out like he was going to keep it on an option, throws a pretty nice pass out to Akimbo, but had a little bit too much mustard on it, and it falls incomplete. On top of all that, there's a hold. Even behind the line of scrimmage, holding a spot foul, so it'll make it 2nd down and 22. So on top of the Bucs offensive line and Abu Kamara, Upper Moreland is having a tough time. Can't really get out of their own way. This is Broderick ahead for a few. A little action going on after the play there that time. Chase Reagan, who the lineman here at school was saying is their top lineman, and he was the one involved in that. They said he's kind of like their, every team's got to have like their, big, tough, mean offensive lineman. Apparently that's Chase Reagan. They were involved in that little, it's just playing hard, Boys will be boys out there on the gridiron. And a throwback to Broderick. Broderick with a little bit of a run. They're going to say that was a clean block. I think it probably was. I got to give number, I think that's 77 there, credit. He waited until Bucs player turned around. That was Abu. He waited until Abu turned around. He could have laid him out from behind. It would have negated the entire play. Abu turns around. 77, identified as Tyler Darrows, lays out Abu and then helps him up. If I could give a pride buck to a kid from a different school, I'd give Tyler Darrows one right now. Good sportsmanship and a clean play and a hard play. 2nd down and 3. Upper Moreland, first little bit of life they've shown. They're going to go to screen. This time, no, nothing. Tommy receiver read that one all the way. There's that Paul Myers again. They like to slip him out of the backfield. We'll call that a loss of 2. Very good alert play by Tommy. .740 and counting in the 2nd quarter. Upper Moreland's got him spread out wide. 4 wide receivers. Broderick in motion. Herbert. Myers the block up front. He gets it off to Broderick, and a nice little catch and run by him. They might call a face mask again, and they do. That might have been and I think that's Abu getting called for another face mask. And these aren't malicious moves on his part. I mean, he's not that kind of player. He's not that kind of kid. He's just trying to make a tackle. Broderick with some nifty moves caused a face mask. So Broderick with the catch and run to about the 40, and they'll probably tack on another 15.
He's attempting to 50-50 tickets at the snack bar, at the table by the snack bar. The penalty is face mask against Interboro.
So I'll take the ball up to the 27-yard line. Upper Moreland. And we have a timeout. I think Sean Watson just wants to settle the boys down a little bit. Say, yo, we got a good thing going here. Let's not let them march down the field and get back in this football game. There's a Ken Mobley sighting. I saw a stat on Instagram yesterday that said that something like 9 out of 10 Americans were born during the reign of Queen Elizabeth. And I guess that makes sense. Ken Mobley's definitely that 10th one, because he's been around for a long time. I mean, he can definitely tell you about the days of yore when George VI was ruling England. That's for darn sure. Like, he could give you first-hand accounts. But Ken Mobley glad-handing all the locals. Good to see. Game started an hour ago, but whatever, Ken. Broderick again up ahead for 8. So Upper Moreland's hot streak continues. They get 20, so they're tickled the red zone here. Bucs defense still reeling. And ever since Upper Moreland spread it out, they've gone 5 wide now. It's sort of confused the Bucs a little bit. So, and I don't know if that was picked or not. Affini thinks he has it, is pleading his case with the side judge. I like Eben, so I want to believe he caught it. But my vantage point high atop the South Avenue Sports Complex with no monitor is, I have to go with what the ref says. So 3rd and short for Upper Moreland. You think this be 4 down territory no matter what. Broderick in motion. Herbert, backside pressure from receiver. He was like licking his chops, looking to lay the wood to Herbert, who throws into double coverage. And fortunately, he threw it out of the end zone because it probably would have been picked. But 4th down, Upper Moreland in striking distance to cut the lead in half. Good news, folks. Bucs band departing the stands, which means we're going to have some form of a field show. You stay tuned for that. We'll give you the wide-angle view at the half. Joe Barrett out of town this week. I don't know that we'll have, it's really no good if I do a halftime show by myself. Then again, I broadcast a game by myself, so I suppose I could just do the halftime show, but I kind of want another hot dog. Jimmy Meats has some real fine hot dogs going down there. So I had a couple of them before the game, but I'm still hungry. I'll tell you one thing, man. I don't know what Jim Ryan and Gab Cap do to get the type of student support they get, but there's a great group of seniors down there working in the concession stand. Like top end kids, man, just top end, top students, great personalities. And a lot of times by the time they get to, I haven't been a class sponsor before, I can tell you from experience, when they get to be seniors, man, they are just done with like helping out the school. Some of them. Not the class of 2023, man. Ball on the ground. We'll wait and see what happens here. Broderick. They either didn't get it or they recovered a fumble. I don't think Well, refs saying Interboro ball, so either way, it's the Bucs ball. But just to get back to my main man, Jim Ryan, maybe it's just because they're both such laid-back, chill individuals and kids just want to be around them. But they still have all this help, all these kids that want to help out with the concession stand. They're probably going to have a great float. I mean, seniors always win the float competition anyway because the judging is so rigged at homecoming. But they might actually deserve it. Bolivis, I formation. Bolivis going to air it out. He's got Gunther. Oh, through his hands. Gunther was going to take it to the house, and it just went right through his hands. Bolivis threw the pass of his life. Hit in between that one and that one. Oh, man. Gunther's eyes probably got so big there. What a throw by Julian. That was 6 more. Oh, man, I wanted that for Julian. Second down and 10. Gunther had his man beat. He was 2 steps ahead. There was no way he was going to get caught. Abu. They go back to the ground game. It'll be a little bit, well, it was a little bit shy, but Abu's carrying half of Upper Moreland with him. And it'll probably be a first down now that it's all said and done. Yard line, first down. I'd like to see him put it up top again. Give Dom another chance. Holding call on the play going to come, so whatever happens here is probably going to get pulled back. At least I think it's going to be a holding call. And where the ref is or where that flag was thrown is pretty much, guaranteed. Bucs student section chanting USA, USA. They got a couple of American flags. There's a chant I can get behind. Nothing wrong with a little bit of love of country, man. So all the way back to the 19, first and 20 for the Bucs, 5:09 to go. I formation set. Anthony Barr in motion. He'll even it out on the other side of the line. It's Alfred Thomas. He'll get about 2 or 3. Keep those likes coming out there, folks out there on YouTube. I got some selfies of myself on Instagram and Facebook, and I see all these likes. It's really feeding my ego, so thank you so much. One of the likes came from my main man, Craig Blair, and I got to tell you a story about Craig Blair. Not only is he one of the top real estate agents in the area, but Craig Blair and Upper Moreland, they got some experience, man. They got a little bit of history. Julian, up for Dom again, wide open, and this time it was a little bit too much. Dom puts those arms out. He might be able to reel it in, but Dom's beating the corners. There's no question about it. I mean, Dom is, physically faster than these cornerbacks that are trying to cover him, and Julian threw another one, and you can make it maybe a a case that it was a little bit overthrown. Definitely want to get those arms out too. But Dom's quick, man. There's no question about it. Third and 17. A timeout by Coach Lux. So we're talking, I guess Craig Blair, I'm thinking he's like class of 2011 maybe. Fall of that year, we're playing these the Bucs are playing these very Upper Moreland Golden Bear right here on South Avenue Field. I'm standing right where I'm standing now. There's a play right in front of me. Craig Blair, tough bruising fullback. And some kid from Upper Moreland, man, like about 12 minutes after the play ended, went helmet to helmet and cheap shot Craig Blair. Immediately disqualified, as he should have been. And Craig Blair, for a little while was like motionless. Now everybody loves Craig Blair. Like he's just one of those guys that like you can't not like. He's taken to a local facility, and everybody's asking, how's Craig Blair doing? Is he all right? Well, I don't know, man. I don't know if it was that man upstairs or what it was, but as luck would have it, Interboro plays Upper Moreland in the playoffs this year, that same year, in a low-scoring contest. Ball on the ground. Looks like Upper Moreland got it. Great sack and recovery by Upper Moreland that not only ruined my story, but ruined the Bucs' momentum. So back to 2011. Low-scoring affair. Who scores the winning touchdown in that playoff game? That's right, Craig Blair. Poetic justice. I couldn't have written a better ending myself. I hope he's out there selling lots of houses. 16-yard line, fantastic field position for Herbert and the Golden Bear. Looking to half this lead, or this deficit rather, but the Bucs lead. Herbert gonna air it out. Throws in the double coverage. That's a tough pass to make, man. When you got a guy running like that, and he's basically got to stop and turn around. The ball wasn't really in any danger of being intercepted. Looked like it was intended for number 7, Tuffy, Austin Tuffy. But the coaching staff of Upper Moreland has made some nice adjustments and spreading them out wide and really making the Bucs, making them less of a presence in the box, and has made it a lot easier. Now if they can just stop doing, taking stupid penalties, they have a better chance of coming back in this game. They jump off sides on the play, which is going to bring him back 5 yards. So we're under 4 here. 14-0 Bucs, 2 Abu Kamara touchdowns. One from 35, one from about 19. Abu just padding the stats again. And again, a pass that sort of is in the vicinity of a couple of receivers. Alex Simpson, one of them. It looked like Kimbo again, but sort of it threw it kind of in between the two. I don't think any real danger there of being caught by anybody on either team. So we got 3rd down and 15. And Logan Roberts, who I told you, the guys in class had a look about them today. And if you know Logan Roberts, he's a big boy. And he sits in the back of class, and I got to tell you, he looks like a big boy who sits in the back of class. And he had a look about him today. I told you, it wasn't a scowl. It wasn't a cocky look. It was a look like, I got this under control. And they all had it. Julian, Abu, Tolu, Theo, Rocco, all of them. They just I don't know, man. I guess a great job so far of preparing by Coach Lux, not just physically, but mentally as well. 4th down and long. Really no choice but to go for it. Be a 44-yard field goal from here. And it's going to get brought down again. I'm telling you, man, Logan Roberts, 2 in a row. And he said, I can win my matchup. That's what he told me. I said, how do you think? He goes, I can win my matchup. And he has. Back-to-back sacks for Logan. Turn it over on down, 2:38 to go. 35-yard line. Gunter, the single receiver. They got him matched up with Broderick now. The pitch to Abu. Abu tripped up, or it would have been more. He still got about 12 or 13. They'll make it the 46-yard line as the line of scrimmage. Once again, a reminder to stick around for halftime. We'll have wide-angle coverage of the Bucs band as they present their 2022 Fall Field Show. Once again, want to give a shout-out to the student section. They're doing all the right things so far. Pass intended for Barr, a little bit too much. I'd like to see Lux, though. I like what he's doing now. They seemingly got it under control with the running game. Defense is playing well. Upper Moreland making some mistakes, and they're experimenting a little bit. You know, they're dabbling. And they haven't made that connection yet with the passing game. But, you know, quarterback confidence is a big thing. And as we get into the league schedule in the next couple of weeks, you want Julian to be ready, not just physically, but also mentally. You want him to be in the right frame of mind. You want him walking into the huddle knowing he's going to complete every pass. 4 wide for the Bucs. Julian fires it up. He's got Gunter again. He loves throwing deep. Gunter covered a little bit more tightly that time. Nice job by Tuffy knocking it. You know, he brought safety help from the inside to the outside and was able to knock it down. And that one was probably closer to being picked off by Upper Moreland than it was to be caught by Gunter. But 3 deep balls thrown his way. That was the one where Gunter probably had the least opportunity to catch it. That would have involved really trying to boss 2 defenders simultaneously. So 3rd down and 10 from the 46. We'll see what they do. They're going to go to Old Faithful. Abu Kamara, who's got a lane. Abu, 1st down. 3rd and long, just give it to Abu. He'll get 20, no problem. Again, just a wide open hole on the right side. So 1:34 to go, ball on the 34-yard line. Bucs in the zone again. And we got a patriotic Bucs chant over there. American flags and the Bucs chant. Again, I mean, it just from the sound. I mean, I got headphones on, but it sounds like they're keeping it clean over there, man. It's a sight to be seen. Up in Moreland, discuss how they're going to handle this set of downs. Julian under center, I formation. Swings it out to Abu. Get a couple. The down and distance guy tried to give him about 6. It's probably more like 3 that Kamara got on the play. But he was out of bounds, so clock stops at 1:27. Julian floats it up, and he's got it, man. It's Dom. It's down to the 6. And a nice touch on the ball by Bulevis, and Gunter right there to grab it. Fell down, and as you know, in the high school game, you can't get back up. It's not like the pros where you have to be touched. If it was, it would have been an easy walk in for Dom. But nice catch by Dominic, and he picks it up a first down at the 7-yard line. Clock running under a minute now. They'll pitch it to Abu. Abu slices and dices his way inside the 5. They'll mark it at the 3. Clock still running. I don't know if Coach Lux wants to call a timeout or not. I think they're just going to hurry it up. 4 wide, though. Bulevis looking for a man. Looks. And back of the end zone touchdown. That's Frankie Hoffner. Great job by Frank. Great job. I'm glad to see Frankie get on the scoreboard. Great kid. And Julian was patient. He rolled out to the left, out to the upper Moreland side. He stopped. He had time. He just waited to see a man open in the end zone, and Frankie was there, and he reeled it in. And Dunleavy kicks it to South Scott Avenue. 21-0, 24.1 to go. Things are looking good. Slight breeze. If you look over the trees over there on the one side, we got a nice, I don't know if it's an official full moon or not. I mean, it looks, I guess I should call John Conti up and see if it's actually a full moon or not, or if it's like the day before, the day after. Because I was thinking when I was walking my dog last night that it was a full moon, but it looks the same as it does last night. So, again, drop it in the comments. Is it a full moon or not? It's beautiful, though. I'll tell you what's not up there, that rocket that the NASA keeps wanting to launch. They keep scrubbing that. They want to send that rocket up to the moon, that Artemis or whatever. They keep scrubbing it, though. I guess they're going to do it again next month. Be way cool, though. I hope they can do it. Hope it works out. So 24 seconds to go. Dunleavy's got it teed up at the 40. He don't care. He's kicking it right to the heart of the line. Broderick down the sidelines to the 40. Good field position, but not a lot of time. 13.5 seconds left. So, Upper Moreland will get the ball at the start of the second half as a result of winning the coin toss and deferring. 37 is the official line of scrimmage. We'll wait and see what they do, whether they're going to just kneel on it or try and work the ball downfield. I almost think that going 63 yards in 13 seconds with an offense that hasn't completed many passes is a bit of a tall order. Bucs back in a prevent set. Ref trying to put some more time back on the clock. I don't know that 3.5 seconds is necessary. I thought the clock ran a little bit long. I don't know if it was 3.5 seconds, but whatever. If it was enough that the refs and the upper Moreland coaches were concerned, it tells me that they're probably not going to kneel on the ball, but who the heck knows? They do hand it off. Seem content to let that be that. We're halfway through, 21-0 in favor of your Interboro Bucs. Stay tuned at halftime for wide-angle coverage of the Interboro Buck marching band. Give them a few minutes to set up. If you're sitting at home or out and about, maybe make yourself a sandwich or call for a pizza or something. Stretch it out, walk the dog, whatever. Come back, watch the Bucs band. I'll be back in about 15, 16, 17 minutes with the call of the second half. I'm going to go destroy a couple of Jimmy Meat's hot dogs, and I'll be ready to go. That'll provide the fuel I need for half number 2. Thanks for watching here on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Go Bucs Sports. We'll be back in a little bit.
And show us that famous Buck pride. gentlemen, from Moreland, Pennsylvania, would you please give a warm welcome to the Upper Moreland North City Reds!
Whistle blows. Dunleavy's got it teed up at the 40, and we're off. Quarter number 3. That's Lyles from the 15. He's got a seam right up the middle, and he's stopped by a receiver who, if you watch all the special teams plays, Tommy receiver is there every single time. I was thinking about that before the game. I'm like, every single time we see like somebody downs the ball or makes a tackle on special teams, it's number 7, Tommy receiver. And he's there again. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 33 for Upper Moreland. Hope you enjoyed the halftime performances by both bands. Hats off to that Upper Moreland band for playing a little road game. Loved it, man. They were smoking out there. Little choreographed dances and stuff. Broderick up the middle. Past midfield. Kamara takes him down. Abu's wearing number 6. His jersey ripped in the first half, so he normally wears number 4. He's wearing number 6. Thanks to Zach McManaman for telling me that. Now that's what I would have known even if he was in the wrong jersey, because I know where he plays. It's Broderick again. And receiver and Kamara converge. So Upper Moreland right out of the box for a couple of quick hits. Just like that, almost 30 yards in offense here in the 3rd quarter. Looking good. Herbert again to Broderick. He tries to take a step back and cut to the outside. That ended up being a pretty bad move.
Stephen Broderick on the carry. Tackle made by Stephen McConaughey.
So 3rd down and 4. Ball on the 42. Upper Moreland down 3 touchdowns. USA chant. You hear it in the background again. Good to hear. Herbert floats it up a little bit too hot for Broderick to handle, and it'll be 4th down. Decision time for the Upper Moreland coaching staff. Just 2 minutes and 12 seconds into quarter number 3. Ball rests on the 42-yard line. Again, it'll be 4th down and 4. Upper Moreland down 21 points. Needs to get back in this game offensively. They hope to do that here. Otherwise, they give Interboro good field position. And screen set up, and I don't think he got it. I think Tommy receiver hit him like a half a yard in front of the line to gain. And the Bucs, the whole Bucs defensive front got into the backfield, which was the design. Herbert does a nice job flipping the ball up into the hands of Broderick. Tommy receiver does an even better job of tackling him at the 38.5-yard line, which is not enough. And it's gone the other way, Bucs 1st down. They don't even have to bring the sticks out. Shout out to Jim Ryan for those hot dogs. I totally lied to the girls. I told them the hot dogs were for Herman, but they weren't. They were for me. I've eaten a lot more hot dogs than I care to admit tonight, but they were good, and I was hungry. So a boo up the middle for 6. Not a boo, I apologize. Toulouse up the middle for 6. So just to reset this, so you got Awayemi in at the fullback position. You got Kamara at the tailback position. He gets a yard, or a couple yards, a yard short of the first down. So it'll be 3rd down and 1. Shy of midfield by about 2 yards at the 48-yard line. The same I formation set, and a 1st down, although another flag, so I imagine this will be a hold and bring it back. Here's some of the ambient noise in the background. That's the Upper Moreland coaching staff, sounding like the coaching staff that's down by 21 in the 3rd quarter. It's understandable, you know, when things keep going wrong, those seeds of negativity that they talk about, they get planted and they start to sprout about this point in the game. So 3rd and long, and they hand off to Kamara, and he won't get it. It'll be 4th down, and again, I'm going to assume that punt team's going out there. I see Dunleavy trotting on. There's no sense in giving them great field position if you don't get it here. To drive the ball downfield a little bit, you have a strong leg kicker. A couple minutes into the quarter, you know, why give them any unnecessary momentum when you have a 3-touchdown lead? Importance is to win the game. So punt team is on. Dunleavy will stand at the 32, set to receive the snap. Myers is back deep along with Broderick. Nice punt by Dunleavy. Fair catch at the 21. And Upper Moreland takes over there. Just over 7 to go in quarter number 3. As we prepare to go into, I guess, our first weekend after our first week of classes. We got our first full week next week. But couldn't be happier with the start to the school year. Great job again. I know I said something in the first half, but great job by our administration. Great job by our teaching staff, all the fine folks that I work with. Broderick gets outside. Nice job holding the fire there by Barr. That way he didn't get a penalty. And certainly to the kids, as much as we try to stress that positive behavior, and we challenged them with a few things this year. A couple of rules that would tighten up, and just kind of overall changes in attitude that I think everybody needed to embrace after a couple of years of not so normal. And it was a good start. Our sample size is small, but it was a good start. Intended pass for Zion Akimbo, and Herbert with the accuracy, not really on point yet. He's had a couple of balls that maybe could have been caught. That one was a little underthrown. He's overshot a couple of them. I think time is really the factor. The Bucs defensive line, led by Logan Roberts, has been in that backfield all game. The battle in the trenches has been won by the Bucs offensive and defensive fronts. And it's really made Herbert uncomfortable in the pocket. Forced him to get rid of the ball faster than he'd like to and not put the kind of zip with the kind of accuracy that he'd like. Back to the I formation here. Herbert's going to roll out on 3rd and short. Herbert's going to get dropped behind the line of scrimmage again, which makes me seem like, you know, like the smartest announcer ever, right? Cramp-horn the stick. 29-yard line, and they're going to trade punts here. So Barr and Kamara back, and the snap is over the head of the punter. And it's blocked, and it's going to go out of the end zone for a safety. And really, the punter on that play really doesn't have much, you know, is Tarpey the punter, and there's really not, when the snap is over the head like that, really all he could have done was fall on it or kick it out of the back of the end zone. They're lucky that the Bucs special teams didn't fall on it in the end zone, or else it would have been a touchdown. So honestly, the out of the back of the end zone is the best possible scenario that they could have hoped for once the ball was snapped over the head of the punter. You know, in some cases, the special teams coaches even train the punter to boot it out of the back of the end zone for the safety. Now, you know, they're going to have to try their hand at a free kick here from the 20-yard line. The Bucs will get the ball back. They'll send their returners back to about the 35-yard line, 30-yard line or so. And the kicker will, you know, they're going to kick the ball. That'll be Sword, the kicker, who will boot it away from the 20. Now down 23, halfway through quarter number 3. They kick it over towards Dom. Dom tries to bring it over to the home bench. And truth be told, it's set up pretty nicely. Now the ball's on the ground, and I think Upper Moreland got it. Maybe not, no. It went through the hands, and Tommy receiver, Mr. Special Teams, fell on top of it. It could have been picked up. A couple Upper Moreland players were there, led by number 24, Francisco Maglio. Also number 40 in on there, Tahir Harris. Both had a shot at it. Dom a little lucky there because that could have been a turnover. You want to take advantage of these opportunities. You gifted a couple of points and nice field position again. Bolivis and the boys from the 45-yard line. Nice stick in the backfield. Abu Kamara, probably the first time he really got walloped, other than on that one defensive play. Hassan Johnson just came in. Hey, listen, you get the right amount of leverage, plus if you're 6 foot 225 like Hassan Johnson is, sometimes you're going to get the better of it, man. Abu took a lick there. Lost it 2. He'll get it back. Fights to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, no loss. 3rd down and 12. But, Upper Moreland probably looking pass here. I love the cheerleaders over there dancing to a boombox. Live music shut down temporarily. Barr loses 5 or 6. She's like DJ Pauly D over there with that boom box. Band taking 5. I'm sure they'll be back in action in the fourth quarter. Dunleavy in the punt. High snap there. Dunleavy, great job. And a fair catch at the 28. So, lackluster on the offensive side. Only points in this quarter coming from a safety on special teams. Bucs still holding 23-0 lead. Upper Moreland with the ball at the 39-yard line. This is a well choreographed dance, though, for the cheerleaders. They look like Greg Ciandra in the hallway. I wish I could share this image or GIF or whatever video on my phone of Craig's doing some spin moves in the hallway. Something else, a sight to be seen. A little extracurricular there. The ref likes tossing that flag, man. Let's see who it's on. A personal foul. He did the old fake there. I think he initially called it on Upper Moreland. Now maybe it's on the Bucs. He didn't say it was offsetting, so I guess he said it's on the Bucs, and they're going to give another 15. And if you think, I mean, like that's the 3 or 4 of the 15-yard penalties on the Bucs. And you take those penalties away, and Upper Moreland's offensive output is really stagnant. Three wide receivers to the far end, 1 to the near. Backwards pass. Myers with the catch. Gets about 8. Was hit out of, I mean, he wasn't hit out of bounds. He was knocked out of bounds. Nothing dirty on the play at all. And look at that. It's good to see my man Zaki Brooks down there. He's the guy that was sort of like the fly pattern wide receiver last year, number 2. You saw him a couple times last year catch some deep balls from Julian. It was good to see him. He looked well. Attended Eastern University this year. He's got some games coming up. But it was the nicest thing last year. The seniors, they give their jersey to a teacher to wear on like Teacher Appreciation Day or whatever. And Ski comes up and is like, you know, you're my favorite teacher. Can you wear my jersey? I don't really get all that emotional after all this time, but I almost shed a tear. It was such a nice thing. But then I really almost shed a tear when I tried to wear it. You know, Zaki's about 5'4", and I'm a tower of power. And let's just say I mean, we talk oftentimes, you know, we poke fun at some of the, you know, tight shirts that TJ Torrance wears in the hallway in the school. Me trying to put on Zaki Brooks, man, put it to shame. For sure. I formation. Flag on the play, so whatever happens here is coming back. They scamper into the end zone for a long one, does Upper Moreland, but I get the sense that this one isn't. The guy next to me just used the Lord's name in vain, so I'm fairly certain he thinks it's coming back. Just rolled off his tongue too, so you know it wasn't the first time.
Legal motion against Upper Moreland.
So instead of a 44-yard touchdown, it's 3rd down and 5 for Upper Moreland. Two wide receivers spread to the near end. Herbert back. He throws a screen the other way. It's like a throwback screen, and that should be enough for a 1st down. Well-designed play there by Upper Moreland.
Are you kidding me?
They mark it short.
What a crock!
And honestly, I'm going to talk low because if I keep saying it loud enough, this guy might sneak me. But I thought he had it too, to be honest with you. That's 1st down for Broderick. Nice effort by Broderick. I mean, you're getting beat by 23 on the road. Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor, man. You decide to pack it up and, get home in time to watch the Late Show. Now Broderick, though, he keeps the legs moving. Inside the 30 for a nice 1st down. Referee saw no violations on that play. First and 10, the Golden Bear. Flag on the play. Another sideline. I'll tell you what, man, these refs, they towing a tight game, man. Again, sideline warning is like, getting pulled over for running the stop sign, like rolling through a stop sign. Like, is it a violation? Yeah, I guess so, like letter of the law, but, come on, man. Kids are excited. Herbert looking to float one up. Ducks under a tackle. Now he fires one up, but the problem is it's just some quarterbacks just have a tough time throwing on the run, and a lot of the high school quarterback that doesn't have a ton of experience, he's got to stop and set his feet. You throw the ball on the run like that, and you end up sailing it. Myers was wide open. He would have walked into the end zone for a touchdown if Herbert would have hit him, even anywhere in the vicinity, but he threw it 3 feet over his head. So as much as, sometimes your default mechanism when you're losing is to say, refs are screwing me or whatever. Like, sometimes you just got to make the basic fundamental plays. And that goes really across the board for the men in purple and white. Coming into the game with a 2-0 record, 2 very comfortable wins, by the way, the first week. There were definitely some people over here that were concerned just based on the score of Upper Moreland's first 2 wins. Whether I looked for the games online, so I could prepare myself because, again, as a broadcast journalist, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't know what I was talking about. But in talking to some of the folks over here, it sounds like there's not really any kind of a network, which is why, we invited some of you folks from Upper Moreland to be part of this telecast. We shot this link out to, so I hope you're enjoying at least the broadcast part of it, even if the result isn't what you'd like. Plus, in my ongoing effort to be a YouTube influencer, I want as many views as possible. Snap, fumbled. Herbert picks it up, and it winds up being one of the best offensive plays of the night. Go figure. So inside the 10 to about the 9 is the Upper Moreland offense knocking on the door. That's going to be the last play of the quarter, though, so you're going to hear the sirens go off in a second, and we can throw 4 fingers in the air. It's 4th quarter time here at the South Avenue Sports Complex. Bucs up 23-0, but Upper Moreland threatening. Good to see a nice collection of staff and administration down there in the administration corner. Got Mr. Litz, the principal down there, Lisa Ford, athletic director. I see Hinch. You know, Lisa Ford's like right-hand woman. Jeff Webb down there. Been talking to him. He said he was staying for like a little bit of the game, but he's been here for the whole game. He's a stalwart. Johnny McLaughlin down there, reliving his old glory days at Interboro High School. Got Westchester's favorite daughter, Miss Better, down there. Tommy B, Tommy Barnett. Also down there, Britt Hume. Hats off to Hume, man. You know, I thought she was going to put in for a bereavement day after Queen Elizabeth died, but it turns out they're not directly related, so she couldn't use one. But she's very, very sad about the passing of Queen Elizabeth. Although, you know, now that I think about it, does somebody check on British Steve too? Because I haven't checked on him. I didn't see him today. I hope he's doing okay. Our guys from the Building and Grounds office, British Steve, I hope he's all right. Steve, if you're listening, shoot me a text. Let me know. I'm here for you, brother. 5-yard line. Upper Moreland knocking on the door. Play number 2 of the 4th quarter. After this series of downs, to try and get to some more of these sponsors too. I always get started with it and then I kind of stop. It's just like my projects at home, much to my wife's chagrin. They try a little razzle-dazzle there, but not much going on. A yard or two. I dozed off a little bit between the game. I'm sitting at my desk, you know, tying up some loose ends after the week that was, and I dozed off a little before the game, and I had this awesome dream that my wife, I get home from the game, and my wife, you know, went to one of my favorite local spots, got me a big bowl of pasta with some scampi sauce and some lump crab meat and some perfectly steamed clams, you know, like a nice seafood pasta dish, big fat salad to go along with it. I had a dream anyway. Broderick to the outside. Broderick tries to hit the corner and into the end zone. So Broderick puts Upper Moreland on the board. Steve Broderick, who's been, you know, without a doubt the workhorse for the Golden Bear. 23-6, the score, and I guess they're not going to go for 2. I mean, not for nothing, but like you kick the extra point here, now you're forced to get 2 two-point conversions. I guess, you know, mathematically it's the right move. You know, try and keep it to is still a 3-score game technically. Extra point up and good. So it's not over. I mean, it's a 16-point deficit now, 23-7. So Upper Moreland, if they can get 2 holds, 2 scores, 2 two-point conversions, we're tied. I don't mean to keep blowing up the opposing band or whatever, but you know, when the Saints come marching in, it's one of my all-time favorite football game band tunes. I was on this little kick when my boy Mr. Jeff was over there coaching up at Garnet Valley. I would go over to the home games when the Bucs weren't playing, and that's the, you know, the main fight song of the Garnet Valley marching band. But that's why you gotta love the band, man. You know, you're out here getting shellacked, right? And the band don't care. They're playing. They're playing loud. They're dancing. They're acting like they're about to win state. And again, I judge every band based on the number of tubas. I count four tubas. That's like a moderately high amount of tubas for a school the size of Upper Moreland, which means they got a darn good band. Kickoff game, though, a little weak. Ball out of bounds. Good field position. Dom Gunter is ducking flags. Like he literally just tried to do a matrix move when they threw the flag. So the 35-yard line is where the Bucs will take over. First team offense still in there, obviously, with just a 16-point lead. Another touchdown here would not be a bad idea. And it's Abu who may be tiring a bit, but still manages to get 7 or 8. I mean, I lost count. He's got a lot of carries. Donnie Watts doesn't check his text messages, so I wanted to call down to him. But if he has to look at his phone and text me back, he'll miss like 3 plays, and it'll be all off his rocker, and I don't want that to happen. Because Donnie prides himself on keeping accurate stats down there. Abu again, right up the gut, past midfield. Now, Bucs band, that's what I'm talking about. You know, they throw a little Saints go marching in. You hit him back with some Iron Man. That's what's up. Now, you know, they come back with something, you come back with something. That's what makes football fun. It's not just about the battle on the field. Outplay him in the stands, too. I like it. I like the fight. Player down on the field at midfield. We have a bit of a break in the action here. Let's take a good look at some of the folks that help make our games and these games possible. You know, before I do that, I sort of half-heartedly said to Zach McMenamin when the game was 21-0, I said, can you get 2 quick touchdowns and polish this one off so we can run the clock so I can get home and watch the U.S. Open? Well, because, you know, I was team captain in high school, tennis team captain in high school. I want to watch. So I'm thinking, well, all right, I'm missing a game, but this is my job. I'm a broadcast journalist. I'm here to do it. I get a text. I'm scrolling back through my text during this little break in the action, and I'm literally getting my phone's blowing up. Yo, this Tiafoe match that's on right now is amazing. I can't believe this is like the most epic tennis match ever. It's all good though. Anyway, it'd be great to see an American make it into the finals of the U.S. Open. Abu, outside, and goodbye. Abu Kamara from 47. Bounced out. That's why they tell you to wrap. It's real tough to wrap Abu. He gets to the outside, took like 2 steps, and he was gone past everybody. And he's having himself a night. Again. I mean, I don't have the official stats. If he's not over 200, I'm very surprised. I'm sure there's somebody like on Twitter that's keeping the stats or whatever. Like one of the folks from the Delco Times or whatever. But I'll try and get you a real number before we go off the air tonight. It's about 9 o'clock here on the East Coast. There's 9:05 to go. Dunleavy again makes it 30-7. McGillicuddy's Pub down in Tinicum, Essington area. Copes, Quality Towing, also another one of our fine sponsors. Sadly, I can't read the next sign. I promise you, whoever made that beautiful sign down there, I'll go down there and take a picture of it next week, man. I'm really, really sorry. I swear I like to get all these sponsors on. I just can't read it. I'm getting old. And, 15 years ago, I probably would have been able to read that, but I can't read it right now. Path Brothers Construction, I can read that. This is why you use large font when you're trying to sell products. I can read that one clear as day. West End Boat Club, thank you for your support. McDowell's Auto and Truck Service. East Coast Constructors, so thank you. Haggerty's Cafe and Bar. Maybe stop by after the game and say hello to Frank and Russ. Good time to be had over there, so I hear. .906 to go. Dunleavy tees it up at the 40. Bucs special teams done a fairly solid job. Really not much effort to keep it away from Broderick. And they're going to go the other way this time, but they might end up handing it off. No, they're not going to hand it off to him. They'll keep it. Also, my good friends at Davis's Trading Post, getting to be around Halloween time and talk about like supporting a small business during the holidays. Davis's Trading Post, their Halloween costume like stock rivals really any of these big companies that are around. Go give them a shot. If your kid wants to get a jump on a nice Halloween costume, don't sleep on Davis's Trading Post. Messina's Electric Service, Salerno Tire, and Long and Foster, Realtor Dave Peltz. And let me tell you something about Dave Peltz, man. After this play, I'll tell you. Broderick cuts back, and he's about to get smoked. He does. Tommy receiver again. Theo Demopoulos helps out. Sometimes, realtors, it's a hot and cold business, and there's been no realtor hotter this summer than Dave Peltz. Dave Peltz this summer, moving houses, he was like Bryce Harper before he got hit by that pitch. You want to sell a house in Delco, you call Dave Peltz. You want to buy a house in Delco, you call Dave Peltz. He'll find you the right deal at the right price. Hottest real estate agent in Delaware County right now, Dave Peltz, Long and Foster. Give him a shout. We got another timeout on the field with 8:16 to go. Also want to give a shout out to Dynamic Decks and Additions, Dynamic Roofing Decks and Additions. They've also been a long-time sponsor. I've been shouting them out, I feel like, every Friday for the last 20-plus years. Thank you to them for their many, many years of support of Bucs football. Pro Action Restoration. And right behind my left shoulder, the fine folks at the Flamingo Travel Group. They're right behind us. South Ave. And I hope they're doing well. You see all these like online travel agents and stuff, and people able to like book their own. But sometimes it's good to just put it in the hands of a professional. They get all the right reservations and all the right, just all the right spots for you. Give Flamingo Travel Group a call. Let them do all the work for you. Get the vacation you want to have. That's Broderick. He cuts, he bobs, he weaves, he gets 15 or 18 yards, a nice run. Actually, a little bit more than that because they're behind the line. So they show flashes of brilliance, does Upper Moreland. But then they make a nice run, they do a nice play, and then they'll like jump off sides or something. Not a whole heck of a lot going on there.
I did just take a sneak peek at the score of the Tiafra match. It's actually not as bad as I thought. Like, if it winds up going 4 or 5 sets, I'll actually get home in time for the conclusion. And some nice moves by the back from Upper Moreland. Be 3rd down and 3 for the Golden Bears, 6:42 to go. And nothing on 4th down. Another stuff. But nothing on 3rd down, so it'll be 4th down. It'll be 4th down and 4 for the Golden Bear. Really, this is their last gasp, you would think. Also, our next home game is going to be next Saturday, so in case you're planning on coming out, don't come out next Friday. There's a game next Saturday. So the powers that be apparently like Bill Soroka working 6 days a week. It's all good though. I'll be here next Saturday afternoon, and if you can't make it out to the park, you join us right here on YouTube. GoBucksSports.com will present that for us. But that'll be next Saturday. Next Saturday, late morning or afternoon. I actually don't even know the time. I hope it's early. As luck would have it, I'm sure it'll be like 2 o'clock, so it like carves up the entire day. But I'm thinking it's an 11 o'clock game. But the point that I was attempting to raise there, and we'll get you some of this, looks like there's some personnel moves that have taken place. There's definitely some more flags, but no, it's the same guys. So there's a set of parents down here that has some all new like Bucs football merch, and it looks nice, man. It's hot. They got some like Delco sweatshirts, some Bucs like pirate flag sweatshirts. They look really nice. I brought my daughter to the game last time, and she, was like, she gave me like the eyes that you give your dad when you want them to buy you something, and me being the dad that doesn't want my daughter to have daddy issues, I bought her everything she wanted. So she's got a whole new wardrobe of Bucs merch, and it looks good, man. Abu Kamara is going to score another touchdown. So he's having himself a night again. This one from 30. And just like another ho-hum kind of move and like another ho-hum kind of like 250-yard performance. So it'll be 36-7. And I would guess that this is probably the end of the starters out there on offense. Should the Bucs get the ball back, we have 5:04 left. Dunleavy's a machine, man. He just booms kicks through the uprights. He hasn't even come close to missing.
So 37-7 is our score. So as comfortably as Upper Moreland won the last two matchups, they're having a tougher time of it tonight at the hands of the Bucs. And, you know, the Bucs, I don't want to say that they were manhandled, but they were definitely beat by a better team in Strathaven during the first game of the year. And then the last 2 weeks against Pottstown on the road, and then this week at home against Upper Moreland, they've kind of had their way. So a 30-point lead. Another score does, you know, for whatever it's worth, like go to bring the game to running clock. It doesn't much matter at this point with only 5 minutes left on the clock. If you're still with us, man, I give you lots of credit. Dunleavy booms another one. Picked up at the 15-yard line and hit pretty hard at the 22. Nice stick there, real nice stick at the 22-yard line. Our man Barcy with the hit. Barcy Hilton. One of my favorite kids in the school. I like Barcy a lot, man. Always polite, always has nice words for you. Although my depth perception is a little off. It was a 27, not the 22. You can forgive me. It's getting a little bit late. I didn't get a nap in today other than that like short-lived one in my office where I dreamed about the big plate of pasta that I'm sure my wife didn't get me. I'll tell you what, cheerleading team putting in some work over there with the kicks. That's 37. But if you're a Bucs fan, I think this is another one where you got to sort of clap your hands and walk away and say, job well done. This is another nice night to be a Buck. I haven't seen any shenanigans out in the stands, behind the stands. I haven't seen, you know, any like cops making a break for it. I haven't seen any foreign substances, talcum powder, anything of that nature. It's been, I mean, the kids over there, they're waving the flag and they're cheering, man. It's got a real, like, you know, 4th of July vibe going on. Administration corner is chock full of our best and brightest teachers. Costanzo over there as well. I forgot to mention him. But it's, I think all in all, you have to sit here and go, this is a win, man. Band back in action. Cheer team here. And actually, I see them like gathering in the middle of the track. Could it be time to get the beat down? Herman, they're going to get the beat down. If they do, man, I hope we get a good. We got another injured player. Looks like a cramp down there at the 33-yard line. But it looks like they're starting to posture to get the beat down. But first, Hinch is going to hit us with another musical interlude. But they're going to cut that off because it is, in fact, time to get the beat down. And this is another reason why we missed the band when they're not here. You can't get the beat down without a band. First down for Upper Moreland past the 40. Nice little carry there on the draw. Elijah Davis to the 43. Inside of 3:15 to go.
Davis again to the 15, or to the 50. That's number 15 to the 50. Stop behind the line of scrimmage at midfield. Forgive me if my play-by-play started to lose a little bit of luster. I'm just sitting here enjoying this. I'm just enjoying to get the beat down, man. It's good to see. Like the kids, first week back at school, man, nothing but positives here. They're dancing in the stands. They're dancing on the track. You got this, confluence of the music and the dancing and the cheer and the kids in the stands and the red, white, and blue and the black and gold winning on the field. And you can't help but walk away and be in a good mood, right? Like if you're in a bad mood right now, you probably just hate life in general. The 50-yard line, Herbert. That'll be a first down. That's Akimbo. He's been targeted a few times in this game as the game goes under in a minute and a half. And another cramp on the field. Starting to get this English League soccer vibe now where in order to stop the clock, you fall down and you're cramped. Or maybe, I'm sure he's been playing both ways, so he's probably hurt and cramped or whatever, but it's a lot of cramps over there. And the good thing, with all that, right, and all these contests is you always want, look, the worst thing that happens is you get a couple cramps on the field. Then that's a win. Last thing you ever want to see is anything of the serious nature. Ref winds the clock. 1:15 and counting. Upper Moreland will have to hurry up to get this playoff on time. It's a good snap out of the shotgun, pressure from the Bucs. He steps up in the pocket and he will be brought down, but he'll actually get a yard or two. Roberts again, but it's one of those, or rather, I think cramp horn. But it's one of those plays where, while the quarterback was tackled from behind, it is going to go down as a 1 yard, 2 yard gain. So we're inside of 35. We'll probably have time for one more play unless there's an incomplete pass. We might be entertained by one more song from the Upper Moreland Band. And listen, if you're an Upper Moreland Band parent or booster or whatever, you're watching this broadcast, kudos to you, man. Screen pass on the play to Davis. That'll probably be the last play, but my teacher friends and I, we've been, occasionally text from time to time. I can't tell you how many people have been texting saying, my God, that band across the field is amazing. They're so good. So hats off to them, man. That'll be the end of they will not be the end of our night together. 4.6 seconds left. Upper Moreland calls a timeout. So we'll save our goodbye song for after the next play. Bucs fans draped in their flags, walking out in an orderly fashion. So unless something crazy happens here on what I imagine will be the final play, Bucs are going to win this one 37-7. They're going to improve to 2-1 on the year. Upper Moreland will fall to 2-1 on the year. Like I said, why don't you come join us next week here out at the South Avenue Sports Complex.
Little daytime football on a Saturday. Four wide for the Golden Bear. Herbert. Gonna fire one up into the end zone. And tell you that ref, I'm pretty sure that receiver could have been horse collared and the ref wasn't going to throw a flag. Pass was out of bounds anyway, therefore not catchable. That will be the end of our evening together and our time together here on Go Bucs Sports and on YouTube. Players line up at the center of the field for the customary handshake. The band plays on over there at Upper Moreland because after all, you're always going to live to play another day. Thanks to everyone for joining us for a good night of football. Hope all the folks from Upper Moreland get home safely and have a good rest of your season. All of you folks out there watching on YouTube, thanks for joining us. Down in the truck, my man Andrew Herman, my right-hand man right behind me filming the game, Mr. Christian Perez. Senior class, Jimmy Meats and Gab Cap. Great job again, providing the provisions. Shout out to the Bucs moms and the Bucs football boosters for that great merch down there. I'm going to have to load up again next week. All in all, though, man, a good night of football, a good night to be a Bucs fan. I wish you all the best. Have a great week. All of you have a great first full week of school in the Interboro school community. Thank you all.